And it's not about the quantity of the people, it's about the quality, right? The love I received and appreciated, the el amor,
the
y
love.
el cariño.
Yes.
Yeah, the love I received, it was amazing. So, yeah.
What were you saying to yourself just as you were about to go through the tunnel?
Just myself, like, I can't feel any fear. God is with me. He gonna will this battle for me. I dreamed this moment. I asked him for all this. So everything good is on the another side of the fear. So I just have to enjoy the process. I think they find like some kind of inspiration and motivation in me. You know, that's, I think it was the main reason that I get so much love from them. It wasn't because I just became a UFC World Champion. You know. Yeah, I was just hoping him to win, because if he was to win, I was supposed to fight him next. So he did a great job. To be honest, the greatest moments in the fight, we all know, was the last 10 seconds. Without that, I didn't like the fight at all. But what makes that fight special, it was the last 10 seconds, the real bad motherfucker moment. So you have to give him his credit. But yes, hopefully we're gonna share the octagon until the end of the year, and because I don't know, I didn't see any technique. I didn't see any strategy. I didn't see any power. I didn't see anything. You know, I didn't see any head movements. I just see a bar fight. You know, even the last 10 seconds, it was amazing as a fan perspective. It was great to watch. Yeah, but before that, I was impressed at all. Not overshadowed, because you have to give him his credit, you know, because he did a great job. He was winning the fight, and he risked his fight in the last 10 seconds, you know, because he could be the one who get knocked out. So he acted as a bad motherfucker. He deserved that win, and you have to give him the credit. But fighting with me, it's gonna be like completely different, because I don't make any step backs. You know, all the time I walk forward. I can wrestle. I can go to the ground. I can punch you, and I move. I go inside that cage with that strategy. You know, I don't go there just to throw some punches. You know, So. He didn't in 90 minutes. We all know. I did it in 9. So he get beat 3 times by Volkanovski. Actually, Volkanovski he was a great champion. Just imagine how bad motherfucker Volkanovski is, that he beat 3 times Max Holloway.
So seconds after the fight, they showed you on camera, and a lot of people have said afterwards that you looked scared, that you looked rattled. Can you tell me what you were actually thinking and feeling in that moment? You know, when they showed you on camera seconds after his fight in the front row over there.
So to be honest, I didn't even realize that I had the camera on my face. I think I was talking to Israel, then I was like looking around and all that. But it is what it is. What can I say?
What were you feeling in the seconds after seeing that?
I don't know, man. It's like, I know what's going to happen when we're going to share the octagon. I know that in reality, he's not so good that people think he is. You just have to see his face, you know. He looks like he had an accident in a motorcycle without the helmet, you know.
In his post-fight interview, he said there's a matador who's running away. Come, you know, sign the contract, things like that. What do you think he means by that? Why does he seem to think that you're running away?
Actually, the UFC saved him for this moment, because I asked about Max before the Volkanovski fight. I was just asking for him all the time. I wanted to fight him. I want to fight him. Finally, they gave me Volkanovski, because they hide him for this moment.
Mm-hmm. So is it fair to say if the UFC comes to you and says, okay, who do you want your first title defense to be against? Are you saying Max Holloway?
For sure, Max Holloway. He's the next.
Okay.
He's the next.
the reason I asked that is for two reasons. Number one,
he can say whatever he wants to say. That I'm running and that he's the bull and this and that. Come on, man. Just bring the same energy you had in the last 10 seconds, but bring it in the first 10 seconds. And we'll see what's going to happen. Let's bang. Let's bang, and we'll see what's going to happen. I know that I will be the first one to take his lights out. I know that I'm way better than him everywhere. I can do with him whatever I want to do. I just can ask him, like, how you want me to finish you? You want me to knock you out? You want me to submit you? What you want me to do?
Is that part of the motivation to be the first guy to knock him down, knock him out? Is this something that you want?
Yeah, there is a lot of things involved in this fight, you know. He got that belt. He has that bad motherfucker belt. So I'm excited to add that belt to my legacy too. UFC champion, the baddest motherfucker. What else?
So if he does,
then maybe we go for the second weight class.
Right, and I'll ask you about that in a moment. But if he does fight you, will the BMF title also be on the line?
Yeah, of course. Without the BMF belt, I don't want him at all. If not, I'm gonna fight with Volk, who deserves more than him the rematch.
So that's what I wanted.
Because he has that belt, I'm excited about that. That's why I want him. So he didn't. He's being saying like right now I have a lot of options, this and that. He didn't have any options. I'm the champion right now. I choose the date. I choose the place. So he just has to be ready, and he has to wait for the call. Whenever I want him, he has to be ready.
So what do you say to people who say that Volk deserves an immediate rematch?
Like, you can't say that he didn't deserve it, because the guy deserved it. He's being world champ. He defended the belt for 6 or 7 times. I don't know. He's being a pound for pound fighter. He's actually a great fighter. You know, very, very technical. The most technical guy I fight ever. So there's a reason he's being a world champion. You know. But I think he needs more time for the recovery, you know, because even if you fight until the end of the year and I'm knocking him out, it's gonna be like he didn't have the time to recover. He get knocked out 3 times in 1 year, something like that, this and that. I just want the best for him. I want the best version of Volkanovski. So he needs more time. He needs to recover. Once he's gonna feel like he's ready, we're gonna run it back. No problem.
Okay.
I'm here to fight. This is my business, you know. My business is to fight. So I never choose my opponent, and I'm never gonna do it.
So you would be okay if you fought Max end of the year and Volk just takes time off and then he fights, you know, let's say in your mind you win this fight against Max and then he fights you after that. You'd be okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. He deserves that shot.
And, you know, I remember when we spoke right before the Volk fight and you said, you know, all these old guys, like, they're not going to get another crack. This is a new era. So I'm just curious, why do you want to fight?
And I proved it. And I proved it. Look, Jai, he has to retire because he don't going to get any more the title shot. Brian Ortega, he don't going to get any title shot because he going to have to make some fights with the guys in the rankings. So I don't think he's gonna still winning the fights because I see his level going like this. Max Holloway, I'm gonna put him into the retirement. I'm gonna take care of that. Volkanovski, we all know that. Korean Zombie, he's already retired. So I prove all the time everyone wrong, you know, because they being saying like, no, what the fuck you talking about? They being a great champions and this and that. But it's time for the new generation. It's time for the new blood. I've been saying this for a long time.
When would you like to fight again? What month?
Me, I will be ready for since September.
Okay.
August, I don't know, August, September, October, whatever. Yeah, maybe I think they want me to fight in the Spear in September. So we'll see how they're gonna figure out the things. At the same time, we want to go in Spain. We want to bring the UFC here in the first trimester of the next year. So that's one of the reasons I want to fight like in September and October, to be able to fight again in the first trimester of the year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you would be main event for the first show at the Sphere, the one in September.
Yeah, I think there's no more fights. Me being like co-main event or
I know.
in the main card.
I just meant like that card in particular. I mean, that's going to be a gigantic card for the UFC.
Yeah, it's gonna be a huge one.
Oh man,
That's why
Max.
I want to be there, defending my belt, getting another belt, adding to my legacy that BMF belt, which excites me a lot. Be the first one to knock out Max Holloway, put him into the retirement, and bring the UFC to Spain. That's right now my main goal.
And what about the Bernabeu? Have there been talks? Is that a possibility for that first trimester of 2025? How do you feel?
We are doing everything to make it happen, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We had a lot of conversation with the Bernabeu. I had a meeting with Hunter in Las Vegas with my team. So we are just fixing the things, and we're gonna make it happen. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time.
Right. And do you feel
gonna be? I truly believe that it's gonna be the biggest event for the UFC history.
Mm-hmm.
They had an event with 80,000 people.
No, the most is 55.
They didn't. So this is going to be the first time that we're going to put 80,000 people for UFC fights.
Who would be the opponent for that one? Would it be the Volk rematch or someone else?
For me, I don't know. If Conor beats Mike Chandler, we can fight for the BMF belt.
Oh my.
In 170. If O'Malley defends his belt, which I have many doubts, that's an exciting fight too. So I don't know. In my mind, I see a lot of big fights, you know. Even with Volkanovski, it's going to be huge.
And let me ask you, I heard that you and Sean had a conversation on Saturday. Is that true? What did you guys talk about?
Yeah, I just told him like, congratulations on your title defense. And he told me like, I'm gonna defend my belt, you do your things, and we're gonna build the biggest fight in the UFC history. And this is what's gonna happen. If he defends the belt, that's gonna be the biggest fight, I think, in the UFC history. And if we make it in Bernabeu, even bigger.
Mm-hmm. But he's fighting your friend Merab.
So I'm ready. I'm ready for all the things. What?
He's fighting your friend Merab, though.
Yeah, he's fighting my friend Merab, and I truly believe that Merab's gonna whoop his ass. But I don't know. If he does it, I will be waiting for him.
Mm-hmm.
Then he really deserves the shot. If he dominates his weight class, you have to give him the chance to move up to the next weight division. But right now it doesn't make any sense, you know, because he has a guy who is a number one contender. He really deserves the shot. Who is Merab, and I truly believe that he gonna beat him.
What is the message to Max Holloway now, the BMF champion?
The message is clear, right? Just get ready, be waiting for the call. I will be thinking about the date, about the place, and be ready and bring that energy that you had in the last 10 seconds and bring it in the first 10 seconds and do the same thing you did, but with me, and try that. And trust me, I'm going to put your lights out. I will be the first one. He actually knows that. That's why he started to call out another fight. He started to call out Conor McGregor, and I don't know, I heard so many names he started to call out after the fight. Now, I don't know why he lost the interest to fight me. Before, he was like, wow, I want to fight him. He's running from the bull. I never run from you. Never, ever. I had your name in my contract. But right now, I'm going to ask for you. And trust me, it's going to be a hard night for you.
What do you envision? How does it finish? How does it end? And in what round?
In the first, second rounds, I'm going to finish him. There's no doubt that I'm going to finish him in the first 2 rounds. I told you, I can ask him, like, how you want me to finish you? You want me to submit you? You want me to knock you out? How you want me to finish you? I can do with you whatever I want to do. Whatever I want to do. I'm better than him everywhere. Everywhere. So, UFC World Champion, and you are talking to the current baddest motherfucker in the world.